Here, we'll take a look at fine-tuning the SEO configuration of individual products and categories. Many of the settings are identical to those that we've seen in the general SEO settings tutorials. However, here we can apply them in a much more targeted fashion to ensure specific products and categories get as much exposure and as high a ranking as possible. The first stage here is to navigate to a particular product. So I'll go to Product Management and click on Edit next to a relevant product. Next, navigate to the SEO tab of that particular product. So each product has a tab which is dedicated to SEO information. Now, what you'll see about the settings here is they are very, very similar to what we saw in the general SEO settings. So we'll take you through some of these. As with those more general SEO settings, we have the ability to specify metadata for each individual product. So let's take a look at some of these options and what they do. So first off, we have a meta title. So the meta title is the main title that appears in the search engine results. It should be a concise and compelling representation of your product or page content, containing relevant keywords to attract users. Keep it under about 60 characters for optimal visibility. Meta description. So the meta description is a brief summary of your product or page. It appears beneath the meta title in the search engine results and aims to provide users with a snapshot of what they can expect. Keep it engaging, relevant, and within about 160 characters to encourage clicks. Search engine friendly page name. So this is the part of the URL that identifies your page. It should be readable, descriptive, and contain relevant keywords. This enhances both user understanding and the search engine optimization. And also, this is what will be displayed as part of the URL bar when you're viewing your product landing page. So if we take a look at this product landing page, for example, you'll see that search engine friendly page name is part of my URL. Next down we have meta keywords. So meta keywords are an older SEO practice. Major search engines like Google no longer really consider them. It involves listing relevant keywords for your product or page. Whilst not as influential as they once were, some smaller search engines may still take them into account. And then finally in this section, we have custom canonical tag URL. So it is used to address duplicate content issues. It specifies the preferred or canonical version of a web page when multiple URLs lead to similar content. This is essential for consolidating SEO signals and directing search engines to the primary URL for ranking purposes. This will not be displayed on your product landing page itself, but instead it appears as a tag in the page's code. So for example, here we can see SEO-product-123. Let's take a look on our product page. I'll go ahead and inspect that. And then I'm going to search for it. So you can see there we've got a link, a canonical link, where it's showing that information. The next section down is Open Graph data. So as with the more general SEO settings, Open Graph specifications are possible on a product-by-product basis. However, as we've seen in previous tutorials, this is an older, slightly outdated SEO practice. So we don't really recommend utilizing these fields if you are just getting started with SEO in Infigo. And then finally, down at the bottom, we have tracking scripts. So as with the more general SEO settings, tracking scripts can be input on individual product pages. So all you need to do here is give it a name, select the location in which you want the script to be positioned within the code. See, we've got a few options there. And then, of course, input the script that you want to include. Once that information is input, click on Save, and then that will be included. Once you've input all those bits of information, remember to actually save the page. Now, we can also put the same information on category pages as well. So if I just navigate to our category section of Invigo and edit one particular category, you'll see again that we have an SEO tab, and the contents of that tab are pretty much identical to what we saw on a product basis. So use the same methodology to fill this in.